The police are advising that there will be limited parking on the Palisades main road for persons wanting to witness the annual fireworks on the waterfront. Senior Superintendent Calvin Allen, who heads Peace Step, says this is to maintain a free flow of traffic for persons going to and from the airport.
It's still fresh in people's minds, the inconvenience many suffered from the hosting of Sands Party on the Palisades this time last year. The thoroughfare was transformed into a parking lot. Partygoers took over the street and nothing could move.
It was a very great inconvenience to the traveling public, not only to the persons who are traveling, but also to the persons who work with the airlines, the pilots and so on. So really, it had a devastating effect, if you will, on the air transport through Norman Manley. We really wouldn't want to see this again.
That won't be allowed to happen again this year. In fact, Senior Superintendent Calvin Allen says he started deploying police along the Palisades thoroughfare from earlier today. He says he's expecting the usual heavy traffic the fireworks will attract, but warns that the traffic management along the Palisades will be very restricted.
So no parking will be facilitated on the right side of the airport corridor. That is from Harbour View roundabout up to the airport roundabout. No parking on that right side there will be allowed. So anything we see within that space will be dealt with.
Mr. Allen says some amount of parking will be allowed on the left side coming from the Harbour View roundabout.
Very limited though.
Mr. Allen says parking provisions have been made for persons traveling from different areas.
For example, if you are coming from Portmore or from Spanish Town Road, there is parking that will be allowed at the Garmex complex at Industrial Terrace, right, and Factories Corporation. And so we are encouraging persons to utilize that parking. If you are coming from Uptown, Eros Circle is another satellite parking facility that will be made available, and we want for persons to utilize it. If you are coming from the eastern end of Jamaica, from the St. Thomas corridor, parking will be allowed in the vicinity of the Bellevue Hospital, near to the Vauxhall High School, where there's a massive playing field there.
Shuttle service, he says, will be provided from the parking lots. The Supreme Court parking lot and those operated by the UDC in downtown Kingston will also be available. Kirk Wright, TVJ News.